Question. Explain static keyword in C Sharp. Static keyword can be used for declaring a static member. If the class is made static, then all the members of the class are also made static. If the variable is made static, then it will have a single instance, and the value change is updated in this instance. Question. What is the difference between dispose and finalize variables in C Sharp? Dispose, this method uses interface iDisposable interface, and it will free up both managed and unmanaged codes like database connections, files, etc. Finalize, this method is called internally, unlike dispose method, which is called explicitly. It is called by garbage collector and can't be called from the code. Question. How the exception handling is done in C Sharp. In C Sharp, there is a try catch block to handle the error. Question. Can we execute multiple catch blocks in C Sharp? No. Once any exception is occurred, it executes specific exceptions catch block and the control comes out. Question. Why to use finally block in C Sharp? Finally block will be executed irrespective of exception. So while executing the code in try block when exception is okay, control is returned to catch block, and at last finally block will be executed. So closing connection to database or releasing the file handlers can be kept in finally block. Question. What is the difference between finalize and finally methods in C Sharp? Finalize, this method is used for garbage collection. So before destroying an object, this method is called as part of cleanup activity. Finally, this method is used for executing code irrespective of exception occurred or not. Question. What is the difference between throw x and throw method in C Sharp? Throw x method will replace the stack trace of the exception with stack trace info or read-through point. Throw will preserve the original stack trace info. Can we have only try block without catch block in C Sharp? Yes, we can have only try block without catch block, but we have to have finally block. Question. List out two different types of errors in C Sharp. Below are the types of errors in C Sharp: compile time error and runtime error. Question. Do we get error while executing finally block in C Sharp? Yes, we may get error in finally block. Question. Mention the assembly name where system namespace lies in C Sharp. Assembly name ms colib.dll. Question. What are the differences between static, public, and void in C Sharp? Static classes, method variables are accessible through the application without creating instance. Compiler will store the method address as an entry point. Public methods or public variables are accessible through the application. Void is used for the method to indicate it will not return any value. Question. What is the difference between out and ref parameters in C Sharp? Out parameter can be passed to a method and it need not be initialized, whereas ref parameter has to be initialized before it is used. Question. Explain Jag arrays in C sharp. If the element of an array is an array, then it's called as Jag array. The elements can be of different sizes and dimensions. Can we use this inside a static method in C sharp? No, we can't use this in static method.